Hey guys, the Paired Up team back together to give you the best insight, tips, ideas when it comes to posting and creating social media content. We've got Kaylee Pear, the founder and CEO of Paired Up, and Jenna and Valerie with us today. It's funny because we've been doing these, and now Kaylee is. Hi.
No, I feel like it's like the Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
Lovely
Oh,
lady.
yeah. Okay. Glad we got that out of the way.
Do they even know what the Brady Bunch is?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. We asked that
Not
people say they watch Friends for the first time, and I'm like, wait, I watched the Friends finale live. What are you talking about?
Me too.
Okay, so today we're talking about, I think, something that's really important, 5 proven and very simple tips for entrepreneurs to avoid for social media burnout. Now, the truth is you probably just want to hire Paired Up to do it so you don't have to worry about it because you're going to save yourself, anxiety and time, and genuinely, time is money, right? But we are helping you set some boundaries and create some guidelines so you don't just go, oh, forget it, I'm not going to do any social media anymore, which is not an option if you're a business nowadays.
No,
Right.
and it happens all the
Never.
time. People are literally like, I won't do it. I have no desire to do it. And it's like, that's a really, inaction is like the worst thing you can do.
It's a search engine.
Thank you.
Social media is a search engine.
Like that. I think that was a quote that Kaylee had recently. Who did that? Okay, so here we go. Social media burnout here. So I mentioned this off the top, setting clear boundaries. What does that mean, Valerie?
Setting clear boundaries. So basically setting yourself up for success. So if you can get in a rabbit hole. We talked about this right before we jumped on, and basically give yourself like an hour a day to reply to comments, go into the feed and find other new people that you can comment on, start engaging with your target audience, doing this, but then setting yourself up for success by allowing that only to be an hour long or 30 minutes long. So then you can get back to doing other work so you don't go down that rabbit hole.
I mean, yeah, you could take all day doing that. So it's, and you want to make sure that you have a content calendar like we do for our clients. So then you can put in when stuff is done and you can get ahead. So then you can spend a couple hours a day and then move on to what other jobs that you may have that you need to get done. So if you don't have a content calendar, I'll tell you right now, you're never going to get ahead and you're going to constantly be spinning the wheel and you're going to get burnt out real fast. That's step 1, content calendar.
Okay, so limit how many social media networks you use. We did a video earlier that you can find on Kaylee's YouTube channel about myths that are hurting businesses. And one of those is that you need to be on every platform. You can watch that video. And I think that it's important to know that you don't have to use all of them. So you want to limit them. What are we talking about when it comes to limiting? 1, 2, 4?
I say the magic number is about 3 platforms. When I put together, so let's say you came to me and you said, hey, what does it look like for you to handle my social media? I would put together a proposal and I put together 3 different packages. I put together one where I have the 3 most important platforms that you need to be on. And that may be different. So for, let's say, an interior designer, I'm going to say you need to be on Pinterest, you need to be on Instagram, and you need to be on YouTube. Okay. But for, let's say, a doctors need to be on LinkedIn, they need to be on YouTube, and they need to be on Instagram. So it really just depends on what job you have or what business you are, what platforms you need to be excelling at. And it's just like anything else. If you're trying to do all of the things, you're not going to do any of them great. So if you limit it and you pick 3 that your target audience is on, where you need to go to get your customers, and you kill it and you do a great job on those, that's better than being on all of them and doing it just kind of half. So that's why it's really important to just be, I would say 3. Some of the businesses, if you're a small business, start with the 1. And once you get a good idea of a content strategy, then you can add another.
Really good point. Next one we have up here is align strategy with your goals. And who is taking this one?
I am.
Oh, Jenna.
Yes. I mean, basically with anything in life, if you have goals, you need to be doing things that align with the goals to get you to that point. So for, social media, for example, if your goal is to sell a product, then your posts and your strategy needs to all be in line with selling the product. You can't be going, way off course and posting different things that have
nothing to do with selling the product. You need to be, making posts with examples of the product, where you can buy the product, adding links to go buy the product. And you need to basically be building every single day towards this goal so that your strategy is in line with the goal.
Love it.
Perfectly said. Okay, curate your social media feed.
Yeah. So here, when you're looking at each social media feed, the main goal for this is going to be to put them back to one place. And that is to either build your email list, sell your product, go to your website to build your customer base. So you want your feed to be set up in a way and push to all of those different avenues. So your highlights, if let's say, well, let's use Instagram as an example. Okay, so your highlights need to be to where they're labeled in a way that has, okay, for example, let's say you're a firework company, it's one of our clients, and you have 2023 products. You have firework tips, safety. You just want it to be set up to where it's easy for a person who's coming to your page to know what you want from them. It's, again, like as simple as you can possibly put it. You have to tell people every move to make. So when you're putting together your feed, you want to make sure that it's for that platform. You can take that content and then push it to somewhere else where that same message, maybe in a different way, is made sense. So it leads into the next one, to where you want to be able to repurpose content in many different ways. So you should be able to take one piece of content and put it in like 36 different places. No joke. I'm not kidding you. You should be able to take one blog post. That blog post, if you put it in a transcription or a video, let's say you just do one video like this one. Let's say we do this video and we upload it in, and we rev.com, REVV, look it up. It's great. Or it's REV, one of the two. And you transcribe it. That breaks it down into basically an article where you can kind of make it sound a lot better. Okay. And then you can also highlight it, quotes better than what I just came out of my mouth, but really good sound bites or quotes, and use those as graphics. So you could copy paste that, make it a graphic post. Then you could take and cut down 15 to 30 seconds of that video and make it a reel. And out of a 10-minute video, you should be able to get several of those reels, maybe 4 or 5 different quotes. And then you have that video that goes on YouTube that then is embedded on your website, that is all within that blog that is written because you transcribed that video. I know that was a lot of information, but that's just one video.
Is it rev.com?
rev.com. And it's like,
I'm going to just pop that up for people so they can see that. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like $2 to take a video and transcribe it. And then it's in a Word document. And, a lot of the times I'll take it and I'll say, oh, you know what? I'll take that as a quote, as a graphic, but then that actually helps me to cut down the editing time to go find that video clip that I'm going to edit and put up as its own video.
Okay. Valerie, I know you want to say something. I saw your lips about to move.
I was just going to say, because we just hit on this in the last StreamYard with Jenna saying that she's repurposing the content that she's using. I would say also, if you see something that performed very, very well, like 2 months ago, repurpose it. People are not going to remember. If they liked it, they'll like it again and you'll see it again. But like Kaylee said, just repurpose your content.
Yep. And if you do that, make sure if you could even repurpose it on the same platform. Just archive, do not delete, archive that previous post and then upload it again.
Okay. And if you feel like you need help understanding what the repurpose thing meant, like when Kaylee said you can take one piece of content, turn it to 36, you can hire her. And she will help you do that. She will teach you to do that. Yeah, she will do it for you too, but I'm just saying there's multiple ways.
Yeah, I mean, we can train. And that's one of the biggest things that when we do a training session, whether it's for you, whether it's for your employee, whether it's for several employees, is we really want you to see that this is more than just a social media strategy. It's a full-on content strategy that leads back to your website and essentially helps to build your business. So we like to think bigger picture. And we work together with whether it's your website or your marketing people, and we can really help you see to be able to push your business to the next level with even just one video.
Is it just me, or is whenever Kaylee says big, she goes big?
Big. Explosive.
Shoot. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Great information. We hope we've helped all the stressed out entrepreneurs. We know it's hard enough out there as it is. So thank you, ladies, and I'll see you on the next one.